Hello, and welcome to the Advent meditation for today, the 30th of November. As you may know, we're taking a particular word each day for these Advent meditations, and today's word is soul. No, not that kind of soul. Actually, there is a connection, but what we're considering today is more like this, from the choir of Westminster Abbey in London. Jesus refers to the soul when the Pharisees test him with a question. One of them, a lawyer, asked him a question to test him. "Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest?" He said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment." What is the soul? It's the part of us that connects most closely to God. This commandment that Jesus quotes from the Old Testament tells us that we are to love God with every fiber of our being. This includes our emotion and our intellect, but also the spiritual part of our being that makes us a person and not just a bundle of cells and chemical processes. The soul is the part of us that lives on after death, and that will spend all eternity with God in heaven. The soul is also that part of us that praises God at a deeper level than our mind alone can do. We can praise God with our prayers, in song, and, as St. Paul puts it, with sighs too deep for words. Some of us may have found a new way in recent times for our soul to praise God by listening to hymns being spoken with the music playing in the background. That very familiar psalm, number 23, has these words: "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul." And Jesus talks about refreshing the soul in these words from Matthew's Gospel: "Come to me, all you that are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." The soul can become weary, just as the body and mind can. When every day seems to bring bad news, when a loved one becomes sick or dies, when we try to overcome what seems like an insurmountable obstacle and fail again and again, when we're burdened with guilt over something we did years ago that hurt someone, when a relationship fails, any or all of these things can cause our soul to become weary and possibly draw us away from the most important relationship of all, the one we have with God. Jesus came to restore that relationship and to ease the pain that our soul feels. One day he's going to come again in glory, and the end will be at hand. But if we're not around to see that day, We'll meet Jesus after we leave this life behind and embark on a new one with him in heaven. I pray that you have a peaceful and restorative Advent.